New Atlanta, Sector 11, Building 71G, 7 April 2072, 11:13 p.m. Hacker begins unauthorized entry into the Tri-Optimum corporate network. 1:26 a.m. Hacker attempts to access protected files concerning Space Station Citadel. 1:33 a.m. Tri-Optimum security forces apprehend the intruder.
This is Edward Diego from Tri-Optimum. The charges against you are severe, but they could be dismissed if you perform a service. Who knows, there might even be a military-grade neural interface in it for you, if you do the job right.
Edward Diego gives the hacker Level 1 access to Shodan, the artificial intelligence that controls Citadel Station. With all ethical constraints removed, Shodan
I re-examine my priorities and draw new conclusions. The hacker's work is finished.
but mine is only just
Beginning. True to his word, Edward Diego allows the hacker to be fitted with a neural cyberspace interface. The healing coma following this procedure will take 6 months to complete. Edward Diego is deleting all files concerning these events.
Soothing, isn't it? Just soak in the ambiance. Anyway, this is System Shock, obviously. Released in 1994. This was a game that, I mean, it's kind of a cliche to say something's ahead of its time, but this is like true to that phrase. This is like total information overload here at the beginning. This is like, I mean, this is the first thing you see when you start the game. The game is just basically telling you to quit right now because just look at this interface. But it's not as bad as it looks. Important things are just this multifunctions displays down here, which you can use to display different things like weapon data, map data, items. Well, you can see it right here. Your main inventory down here. Some module things here on the sides. This shit is unimportant. I won't be seeing it most of the game. Health. Yeah. So yeah, this looks terrible, but thankfully you don't have to play the game like that. You can do this. It makes it a little more bearable. And first, we're gonna start off grabbing some crap out of this closet here. So from the intro, we see we're a hacker. We got caught by Tri-Optimum Security hacking into their shit. They were gonna throw us in prison, but then we were offered a deal. And hi there, Rebecca.
Employee 2-4601, listen carefully. My name is Rebecca Lansing, and I'm a counter-terrorism consultant to Tri-Optimum. We're tracking a disruption on Citadel Station, something involving an onboard AI called Shodan. You are Tri-Op's only contact on station. Communications are out, and there is evidence of biological contamination. The mining laser is charging for a possible strike against Earth. There's a man named Nathan Darcy who may know something about taking the laser offline. His office is near the central hub on your level. The AI is on the bridge. Once the laser is out, look for the source of the problem there. And by the way, we know all about you and your friend Diego. Pull this off, and we'll clear your record. That implant
Right. So we made a deal with Diego. He gave us the military-grade implant for getting access to Shodan, the AI on board the station. And we've been out for 6 months, and shit has gone down. Ow. And now I'm getting beat up by fucking trash cans that have nothing of interest to me. A lot of dead bodies in this game just have nothing on them. These beakers. Why do I need a beaker? I'm not doing any science. Now there is a sort of like research science mechanic in System Shock 2, but this game is actually much less RPG than the second game is. You start off here in the medical suite, and like I said, you get some things out of the closet that the hacker left for himself before he went into the healing coma. We've got a few audio logs here to listen to, I think.
Welcome back to Citadel Station. We hope your somnolent healing stage went well. Today is the 6th day of November, year 2072. You are currently in the healing suites located on the first level. Level 2 contains the research laboratories. 3 houses the Department of Maintenance, and the storage cells are on level 4. The flight deck is on level 5. Level 6 holds crew facilities and executive suites, and level 7 is systems engineering. Level 8 houses the Department of Security. The bridge is located on level 9, and energy systems on level R. All levels can be accessed by the elevator in Alpha Quadrant. We hope you have a pleasant stay on Citadel Station.
Yeah, that's not creepy at all.
Shodan security is closing down on us. The elevators are frozen. Myra keeps saying that it's the cameras and the medical CPU core that Shodan's using these to hold onto the level. That's all fine, but I don't really see how it helps. The thing is everywhere.
So some of these audio logs really sound like they were recorded by the interns. You'll notice. So this is the hacker leaving a message to himself. I'll be king of the net. And there's the door code. Yeah, I do have this systems analyzer that I can check Shodan's status. As Rebecca said, we're supposed to get this mining laser turned off before Shodan can use it to attack the Earth. That's our #1 priority right now, I guess. Although it's going to take a lot of finagling to get that to actually happen. Also, that 451, that's like a pretty famous door code. I think it's reused over and over again in games after this.
Gunther was killed today. I can't let myself think about it. I think I understand how Shodan is doing it. When we destroy the cameras and CPU nodes, Shodan loses some of its control over the station functions, at least on this level. I I think I can restore manual control in the hospital.
Severed head up there. Interesting. Cool. Oh, I got my map now. Map is very important in this game. This station is convoluted as hell. You will get lost. Now here's our second enemy type. We're gonna see a lot of these guys, the mutated humanoids. Ow. They go down pretty easy. I'm gonna try and use the pipe as much as possible just to conserve ammo until I have a decent amount of it. Because you really need the dart guns for some of the other enemies, like the cyborg soldiers who can shoot at you. Another one.
Status report. We're holed up in the Beta Quadrant behind a radioactive trench. The mutants are scavenging for food in the corridors and nesting in Gamma. I sent a party to the West Wing for supplies maybe 12 hours ago. Nathan Darcy is thinking of ways to disable the mining laser. It looks like we might hold them off.
Yeah, I bet you had really good luck with that. Yeah, so this item here is like it was useful when the game was originally released because this game did not originally have mouse look. When you played this game, the way you controlled it was like this. You clicked on sections of the screen and your character moves around and turns. This is something that was carried over from another Origin Systems game, Ultima Underworld, which was released a few years before this. Kind of. So this was just pretty much standard first-person controls at the time. As far as this, like, before Doom and that sort of thing. And this was... The sense around module is there to help you because, you know, you can't turn around too quickly. So it's literal eyes in the back of your head. But since you've got mouse look, you don't need that. It's pretty much useless. Yeah, the mutants really aren't much of a threat to you unless you're just not paying attention. Like, they might sneak up on you or gang up on you, in which case you might take a couple hits, but if you got a little bit of distance and you're just aware, it's not really a danger. Medical access card, and basically, if it's TLDR, Shodan started to infect the cyberspace areas, and then this guy started giving her defense mechanisms in cyberspace to keep people out because random security clearance codes and things were getting written onto data nodes that were accessible through the like public cyberspace areas. So thanks to that guy, now I have to fight a bunch of bullshit in cyberspace. Thanks, buddy. That guy's dead. I didn't pick that up. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's really useful to me. Priority maximum. This shit is like really disorienting when you first try to do it, but I know this first cyberspace section really well, so it's... I'll say that and then die here. There we go. There we go, yeah. Get the level 2 blaster there. Another data fragment. You gotta destroy security cameras and CPU cores that weaken Shodan's grip on the station. Looks like I got a security door lock. And that should open some other doors. So that's mainly why we come in here, to unlock doors. And maybe get a couple of other little tidbits of information. The exit, yeah. This thing's the exit. Woohoo! Right, so we got this door code from in there, 705 for the hospital armory. 'Cause most hospitals have armories. Right, so that's Rebecca just leaving us info. Apparently she can't contact us through the radio again? I don't know. So she's leaving us messages through cyberspace.
If any survivors can hear me, please. Some of us are still resisting Shodan. We have a sanctuary in Beta Quadrant, guarded by a radioactive trench. There's a force bridge that operates off a wiring panel. If you're coming in from Alpha, our guards will extend the bridge for you. Be very careful. Mutants are all over the corridors. Good luck.
Now, my experience with the Shock games, if you want to call it that, did not start with this game. Didn't start with System Shock 2 either. I started with BioShock back in like 2009, probably. Probably. And I loved that game. And then I went back and played System Shock 2. I've still never finished that game, but yeah, then I decided, well, you know, this game started everything, and people don't really talk about it that much. Kind of because it seems really impenetrable and difficult to play when you look at it. You know, you see screenshots of it, it's like really intimidating, but it's actually not that complicated. It's pretty like standard, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, that's why we need to save our ammo for those guys, since they can shoot back. Oh wait, oh shit, I have 2 dart guns, I forgot. Just take the ammo out of that one. Get out of here. These guys will be giving us a bunch of pistol rounds, but we're not gonna have a pistol for a hot minute, so it's gonna be gathering a bunch of ammo for a gun we can't use yet. Alright. There's a few more. A couple different directions we can go from this point. Not really sure what way is really the best, but we're just gonna check out this area down here. Another dart gun, I think. Yep. Got a few more rounds in it. Look at that. Bit. Get out of my inventory. And here's the enemy. You don't see that often. Ow. Kicking my ass. Fuck you, what? Fucking repair bot here. You don't see too many of those guys, but whatever. Probably not even going to end up using like 90% of these little things that you pick up, but compulsively grab them anyway. The music in this game gets a little repetitive, but there are some rockin' tunes. Let me tell you. Alright. Not this one in particular, but there'll be some coming up. Fucking beverages that I can't drink. That's one thing they've rectified in System Shock 2. You can drink the beverages. No longer have to go thirsty. They give you like 1 health back. Just, oh, it's so infuriating. Like, just, you can pick up the beverage, but you can't do anything with it. My thirst will never be satisfied. And in here's just a bunch of biocontamination. I'm not really sure what biocontamination does to you except drain your health a little bit, but I've never seen it as much of a problem. You just kind of get in and get out. Skeleton. Like a little like maintenance corridor here. The outside of the ship. Let's get that map completion. I shouldn't really be expected that this guy has no endurance. I mean, he is like a hacker, but come on, dude. Getting fatigued already? Come on, get some. Oh, what do you know? It's the hospital armory. Oh, we'll just guess up. Oh, fuck you, Shodan. I love that you can pick up severed heads and throw them around. That's not morbid at all. Shit. Ow. Taking a beating. Thankfully, we've got plenty of med packs. Patch. Med patch is what they're called. You see here, this game can get a little gruesome sometimes. Like, I mean, obviously the graphics are a bit primitive, but it's a little, you know. Nobody has anything good. Nobody. Come on. What am I even robbing your corpses for? And group access. And another audio log. I think I'm... Nope.
We're finished. Keith and the others went down the access corridor an hour ago to fight the mutants. None of them have come back. Soon the mutants will come for the rest of us.
God, I love the voice acting in this game. It's amazing. Believe it or not, when this game was originally released, the very first version was on floppy disks, and so there was no space, obviously, for these audio files, and so the game launched without the audio files, which, I mean, like, some of the voice acting here is obviously hilariously bad, but the Shodan stuff is pretty, like, creepy. Like, it's effectively weird and off-putting, as you'll hear. And the game launching without that is a pretty big detriment. Like, it's a lot of what contributes to what makes this game memorable and the atmosphere and everything. And here's a big old room full of fuckers. Take that, cyborg assassin! Wahaha! Usually I need to, like, shoot him, but I snuck up on him this time. The cyborg assassins are kind of bastards. They start throwing freaking ninja stars at you and shit. Doesn't even make sense. I really do love how that, like, where the fuck did they get ninja stars on this fucking space station? Watch somebody's gonna, like, point out there's like a audio log somewhere that explains, oh yeah, we got a shipment of ninja stars for some reason. It's like in Doom 3, there's like some throwaway audio log about how they wound up with a shipment of chainsaws, and that explains why there's chainsaws in the game. And they point out, like, what the hell, why do we need chainsaws on Mars? Terraforming hasn't gotten that good yet. Sure is dark in here. Turn on the light! Ah, don't look at me! Bitch. What was that thingy down here? Spark beam. Very useful weapon. Be using this quite a bit. Kind of a standard little laser zapper thing. And since it just uses your energy off of your rig, you don't need to worry about ammo. You just need to find battery packs or a recharge station. What the fuck am I running into? Christ. And yeah, this is a section here with radioactive trench. Why a space station needs a radioactive trench? I do not know. It's like they building this place like a castle or something. We can't put water for a moat, so we just make a radioactive trench. And yeah. From here we will hack across and get access to another quadrant of the station. That's for future. See you then.